Alright, welcome back to the Half-Life speedrunning tutorial. This is going to be on a rail. Now, on a rail is an interesting chapter because it's not really something I can really just explain how to do a trick and then you'll be able to do that trick. Oh, it's very rarely like that anyway. Rails doesn't really have much going for it. It's just like a bee-hopping chapter. It's a lot of fun when you're playing well, but tutorial-wise, really all I can talk about is a few tips for how to get through the bee-hopping sections without messing up. And really, Rails is a chapter where if you're good at moving, you'll do well. If you're not so great at moving, you're gonna get fucked up. So prepare to get fucked up a lot, because everyone gets fucked up a lot by Rails. Almost even Proto and Maxim and me and all those other great runners get fucked up by this chapter. It's a goddamn pain, but you'll get through it. You just gotta get better. You just gotta grind. Anyway, coming into this chapter, you should have 2 satchels and around 70 or more HP. Because we're going to immediately go into here, grab 2 HP kits, which will bring us up to 100. Not hit the electrical laser thingy in the middle, because that will deal 10 damage. And you're going to want to get over to this corner, drop down, hold space and crouch so that you don't take any fall damage, and then immediately start bee-hopping your way through here. There's a change level trigger here. Make sure you're not in the water when that change level trigger occurs, because if you are in the water, you'll take a lot more damage than you should, and you'll be at like 20 HP, which ain't good. So what you want to do is, before you get onto this safe ground here, you want to place a trip mine about a little bit below this kind of black line here. So maybe about there. And get onto the platform and put one about, if you're standing, about here, lined up with this right here. Not like that, though. That disappeared. So, then as soon as these trigger, you can stand on them. So just jump on them. There's a little invisible ledge here you can stand on. So kind of jump onto that. Jump onto this platform, and you just skipped a good part of the beginning of this chapter. Standing on here, the best thing you can do is try to start a bee-hop sequence to make it over this water, like so. You could do it, Alex. And then try to maintain that to get up onto here. But you're probably not going to be able to do that, so if you fall in the water, you can just swim out of the water, get on here, try to make it across like that. Kill this dude. Now, there's 2 things you can do. I recommend not getting the gun, but you can get the gun if you want. Although, I actually would recommend getting the gun. So get the gun. Ignore what I say. Get the gun. And it makes you have at least 31 HP off this kit. If you have 31 or more, then you can just ignore it. If you have less than 31, you should probably hit it. The reason we want 31 is because those electrical floor things before do 10 damage, so getting 31 allows you to get hit by those 3 times, which is just a good amount of leeway to have. So after getting this, immediately climb up this ladder, and there's a few things you can do here. So there's 3 different methods that you can do to start off this part. The first one, ignore the box, fuck the box, and just make your way over. Fuck everything, fuck the box, just bee-hop. I don't recommend that. If you're new, maybe, but otherwise, here's strat number 2, the medium level, I would say, where it's not super hard, but it's a little tricky. You want to push this box out. You want to lower your FPS and then just hold E on the box, like so. It'll go out right past here, so it's not taking damage from that electrical floor, so you don't have to worry about that. So you want to stand kind of in this little crevice down here, in between this and this angled surface, and then you want to immediately just object boost. And if you object boost well, you'll get a good amount of speed. And you don't even have to turn your camera. You can literally just look forward. The game will turn you for you. Just the way that the map looks and works and everything, you can just kind of, the game will just kind of turn you for you. Just kind of fuck around with this and you'll kind of get a feel for how to go about doing it a bit better than what I can explain. A lot of things in this game you just kind of have to get a feel for and learn how to do just by messing around with them in practice. But that's method 1. The other method is, imagine this box was still back here. So let's make it back here. So the box is back here. You want to push it forward slightly and then kind of just tap E on it to get it into this position. You can figure it out. It's not super hard. But then what you can do is you can do a sideways object boost, break that, and then use it to go down this left side path here. This path is a little bit shorter, and it's a bit quicker to go through than the right side path. It's a lot more awkward to get through, though, so be prepared to mess up if you try to go for this method. This is a lot more difficult of an object boost, however, it's a lot faster than the other object boosts, so if you really are trying to shave off those seconds, I'd recommend going for this object boost. Anyway, make your way through these hallways, just b-hop your way through as fast as you can do it, and make your way past here. If you have the SMG, what you could do going into this next map here is instead of just b-hopping and hoping that you don't take damage from the dudes, oops. So just b-hop your way through. This next map, you can immediately fire an SMG grenade to scare them. If you don't have it, which is what I normally do, you just kind of tank whatever damage they deal to you. Sometimes they don't hurt you. Another thing you can do to make them less likely to hit you is you can save load about right there, and that will make it so they have to pull out their guns again, which can make them not hit you, which is pretty nice. But anyway, b-hop past these. Try not to get stuck in any vortigons that spawn. Try to take as little damage as possible. Don't get hit by that 50 cal if you can. Once you open this door, there's two things you can do here. What I do is I just kind of crouch walk under these lasers. What you can do is you can lower your FPS to 4 to walk through them like that. I don't like doing that because I think it makes throwing the grenade a lot more awkward. However, it's a little bit faster, so you can kind of get a feel for what you want to do. So you throw a grenade about there, which will kill that guy. If you don't get the SMG before, you should be able to get it from this guy, assuming he dies from the grenade. Be a bit careful, though, because the SMG can fall through the floor, through this, like, little thing, and get, to a place where you can't get it. So just make sure that the dude drops the SMG, you pick it up. If you're low on HP, you can grab a kit from here. If not, like we aren't now, you're going to start b-hopping. Crouch to not get hit by those red lasers, which will spawn these turrets. Not too big of a deal if you do hit the laser, like, whoops, I hit the laser. These turrets will just be active, and you'll take some damage. Very well could kill you like it did there, so try not to. Just crouch under them and just start b-hopping. So when you turn this corner, don't crouch in this hallway. Just don't do it. Don't, like, no matter how much you want to crouch in this hallway, do not crouch in this hallway. Because there's a random point, which I'll try to show off right here. Where is it? I'm trying to find it, but I'll find it eventually. Either way, there's a random point in that hallway where if you're crouching, the game will make you get stuck. So don't crouch in that hallway. Just don't do it. Don't get stuck. Anyway, this particular part here, try to just position your b-hops with duck rolls or even falling into the lower sections here, like so, to kind of just position your b-hop so you can jump above that first laser, and then veer off to from the right side to the left side, or the left side to the right side to jump over that second laser. And then here, go through here and save load in order to make it so that these vortigons have to reset their animation for their attack so that you don't take any damage. Get past them. Just continue b-hopping. I'm doing it awfully quick here. Do it at your own pace because this is difficult. Obviously b-hopping is not this easy for everybody because I've been playing this game for way too goddamn long. So, however long it takes to get to this elevator, just get to the elevator, hit the button. While you're in this elevator, normally what you do is you throw a grenade up here like that in order to blow up these boxes. Sometimes it doesn't work. So, instead of doing that and risking it not working, we're just going to use the shotgun. So you stand right in this corner and look up. If you shoot as soon as you pretty much see the boxes, you'll be in a position where they won't be able to get to you. You just have to be pretty quick on blowing them up. So just blow them up and just keep holding W. Grab this armor over here and climb up this ladder. Pull up this box and grab the SMG grenades from it. Don't fall down like an idiot. Don't break that. Don't fall down. B-hop through those lasers. Most of the time they won't hurt you if you're fast enough. Don't get hit by those because you'll die, as I just did there. Try to B-hop over them like so. And right here, what you can do is if you're scared of these boys, you can shoot an SMG grenade, which will kill them or scare them. Or you can just B-hop past them, you have enough HP, it won't really be too big of a deal. Wall strafe up that slope, and then immediately go right and then to the left. And what you can do here is there's two different things you can do. The slower way is just go over here, drop through this right down here, break this with your shotgun, and then continue onward. The faster method is to kind of look a little bit to the left and then wall boost off of this slope here. Fall down and crouch as soon as you hit the wall ahead of you, letting go of all directional keys as soon as you fall off of the ledge. Hit crouch. Let's try that one more time. So fall off, let go of everything. Hit crouch as soon as you hit this surface here. And sometimes you got this. You'll hit the slope of this thing right here, and you'll edge bug. It's a lot faster, but it's really finicky, and sometimes just doesn't work. I wouldn't worry about it too much if you're having a lot of problems with it. You'll kind of just get used to the angle and doing it and stuff as you learn it. But anyway, after that, the best way to avoid taking damage from this 50 cal is to follow this specific B-hop sequence. So you B-hop, you start your B-hop onto the right side, B-hop to the left here. So this is kind of like, stay on the right before these boxes, and just go left and then immediately right. It's pretty much impossible to guarantee that you won't get hit by this turret, but that's why you get the armor, so that you can get hit by this thing 1 or 2 times without really having to worry too much about it killing you. If you don't get the armor for some reason, something you can do to be safe is you can get onto this wall, shoot a double shot of the shotgun at this box, and then switch to your SMG to blow it up. Jump over that little thing there. Careful of this dude walking around the corner and getting you stuck on it. So just try to veer off to the right a bit. Kill him. Maybe get his stuff if you want. Shoot an SMG at those dudes, or if you're going the faster way, you can just kind of ignore him, and you can ignore these dudes, because if you go fast enough, they'll just kind of run away and ignore you. But either way, just get that HP kit, B-hop past those dudes, hit this button, immediately hit this button, prepare your SMG to shoot these dudes with it, get up here, hit that through the wall, kill these dudes with your SMG grenade, make your way into this room, make sure that you don't have max ammo on your pistol, get a grenade to throw at these 2 dudes, get your shotgun ready to murder if he does not die, and then make sure you get as much HP from this as you can. The minimum, if you don't want to use the entire thing, it should be to get at least 85 HP from it, because there's an HP kit out here you can use to get 100. As soon as the screen turns white, reload your pistol and then fire a full clip of it, letting go of mouse 1 as soon as you shoot the last bullet. Once your next clip is loaded, shoot down to 3 and then hit right click, and then reload that clip and then immediately open this door. That will basically time it perfectly so that this door, or that sequence, ends just as you exit the map, so that you can go through the door, the big black double doors, climb down that ladder, get all this good stuff, and move on to the next chapter. I didn't really explain that much in this chapter. In fact, this video, with this chapter only being about 40 seconds shorter than Blast Pit, took a third of the time. That's just how complicated Blast Pit is in comparison to how simple this chapter is. Blast Pit and Rails are often grouped together into being the really hard early game chapters that are difficult and awful. But really, Rails is difficult just because of B-hopping and how difficult movement in general is. There's not much complicated going on in it other than the B-hopping, so really all you gotta do is get good at B-hopping, and there you go. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope this helped at all. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I will try to answer them as soon as I can. And I will most likely be putting in some more videos up for this tomorrow, which is now today, which is Sunday, because it's 1 a.m. and I gotta go to bed. I'll probably try to... I'm gonna try to finish this tutorial by the end of October, which I should very easily be able to do. because I want to start working on the higher quality version of the tutorial as soon as I can. So I want to get these parts out for this one just so I can finish this one and all that good stuff. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good one.